Hey guys, it's Bix. Welcome to Mentoring Monday. Great topic today. Have you ever noticed when you feel everything just seems to be going your way? You're in the zone, you're on a roll, you're on a lucky streak. Everything you touch turns to gold. These are all slogans to describe when we get into that zone, which great things are happening to us in our life. Conversely, we have times in our life where we just can't catch a break. If it weren't for bad luck, we'd have no luck. We're in a downward spiral. All words to describe the opposite of a continuous flow of great things happening to us. So what do these opposite situations have in common? The common element is momentum, a very powerful word. We've all experienced momentum in one way or the other. So in today's topic, I'll talk about the power of momentum. So what is momentum? Well, good question. Here are two possible definitions: a theoretical, more physical definition, and a practical definition. Let's look at the more physical definition first. In physics, the formula for momentum is mass times velocity, or momentum equals mass times velocity. This means the more mass and or velocity the object has, the more momentum it has. So take, for example, a person skiing downhill. The heavier that person is, the more mass that person has. Thus, the faster that person is going down the hill. As a result, that person has a higher momentum. Now let's consider the more practical definition. This is the one I like the most. Momentum in a more practical sense is defined by the strength or the force gained by the motion or by a series of actions. This, my friends, is why so many motivational coaches, gurus, speakers come with this one specific message time after time: just start. The funny thing, it's true. Starting something new is hard, but remember, wherever there's motion, there's momentum. Motion drives actions, and actions drive momentum. It's a vicious cycle. As you go through these actions, more and more motion is generated. New ideas pop up. Inspiration and creativity arise. Things that seemed impossible suddenly become more realistic. This is the power of momentum. So how can you use this momentum to your advantage? Start with your goals. So ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Be very clear. The more precise you are, the better you're going to be. And it's also much easier to get started if you have a roadmap. You can use your goals as fuel to drive momentum. And like I said, it's a vicious cycle. Your increased momentum will fuel new goals, which will then generate more creative ideas. And new goals and new creativity will further drive momentum. That's why momentum is so powerful. But be careful. Momentum is also very vulnerable. It's very sensitive. Compare it with a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small. As it rolls downhill, and it grows and picks up speed. All good. But then imagine if a rock partially blocks the snowball. What happens? It can either break apart, or in the best case, just lose speed and start rolling downhill at a slower speed. Thus, some momentum has been lost. So let me give you some real life examples. So by year 5, after I started my business, the company was growing very fast. I was working 70, 80 hours a week and actually loving it. Everything we did just seemed to work. We had great momentum. One successful action created another, and another, and another. I could do no wrong. I felt invincible, or so I thought. I got careless. A customer told me of a very popular new product that a competitor had created, so I copied it with a small design change. Long story short, I got my company into a huge patent infringement lawsuit. Like a big snowball rolling downhill, but eventually running into a brick wall. My momentum suddenly changed to the opposite direction. For 6 months, I I was consumed with winning this lawsuit. I was burned through a lot of money each month on lawyer fees. I could think of nothing else but this lawsuit. It took my eye off my successful business. And even worse, it would take at least 2 more years to resolve the lawsuit. Suddenly, I was in a downward spiral both personally and professionally. So what did I do to change momentum? Rather than keep listening to my lawyer, I reached out to 4 different mentors for advice. While my lawyer wanted me to keep fighting and paying him his massive legal bills every month, my mentors told me to get out of the lawsuit by negotiating to meet their demands. Even if I won the lawsuit, I'd still lose due to the heavy financial and emotional costs. I took action to change the downward spiral. I started a new approach to settle the lawsuit, and it worked. And I learned a valuable lesson about positive momentum. If you get careless and if you forget what it took to become successful, you won't be able to sustain the success and you'll lose momentum. Another example is I'm doing new track collaboration projects with other artists and vocalists. When each party is moving along, there's great momentum and excitement to get the track finished. However, when one person slows down the process for whatever reason, it seems like it just kills the momentum. It kills the excitement for the track. So one person has to keep pushing to allow the momentum to keep going. A third example is health and fitness. When I'm working out with weights and doing my stretching and my cardio, I notice my body getting leaner and stronger. It becomes easier and easier to work out more due to the rewards and the results that I see. Energy builds more energy, but when I stop or I miss workouts, the opposite is true. It becomes easier and easier to skip workouts because we stop seeing results. There's a loss of energy and feeling tired, which reinforces the momentum of not working out. I'm too tired to work out because I have no energy, which is what you get when you stop working out. Weight gain and weight loss is also about momentum. So how do we change momentum in the wrong direction? There's an entire topic I can do on this, but for now I'll mention 2 simple things to change your destiny. One is acknowledgement. Recognize what's causing your bad momentum. Be honest with yourself. Accept accountability. This gives you the power to change it. And stop believing that everything that happens in your life is out of your control. So take control of your life. And second, remember whatever you pay attention to grows in your mind. Your attention is under your control. Send it wherever you want it to go. Focus on what is right in your life. We become what we think about. What small changes can you make right now to get started to where you want to go? In summary, what can we do right now to change our momentum? Take charge and just start. I hope you found this topic helpful and use it to analyze where you are in your life right now. What direction is your momentum going? So until next week, this is Bix signing off, and remember, it's never too late to reinvent yourself and to just start now to change your momentum. Cheers.